What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about some wild new updates for the return of zombies, new Easter eggs that got solved, and even more about COD 2023. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section, do you guys want to see zombies return in this fall's Call of Duty from Sledgehammer? And if so, what type of modes do you want to see it be? Do you want it to be round-based, Outbreak, or Onslaught related? And who should make the mode? Should it be a small team from Treyarch? Should it be Sledgehammer themselves, or another studio entirely? Let me know how you're feeling about that down below. I did put a poll out over on Twitter earlier this afternoon, which has received some very mixed responses as to whether or not we should see zombies this fall, or should we wait on it until Black Ops 2024. Lots of cool debates going on in those replies, but with that being said, Glitching Queen, a popular zombies YouTuber, did put out a video as of yesterday talking about what she heard from an apparent source, which is that a round-based mode from Treyarch is coming to this fall's Call of Duty, currently codenamed Project Jupiter. Now, this is one of those he knows that she knows that he knows type of scenarios, one of those situations of dude trust me, where she's saying that this is a source that she apparently trusts, and that source is in talks with somebody that apparently works behind the scenes as a QA tester. That's what the story was in her video. I'm not saying that I personally believe that, but that's the story that she's provided, right? And with that in mind, that would mean that Treyarch has to yet again come in clutch to help out another studio's Call of Duty. They've had to do that quite a few times now, right? And it was most apparent with COD 2020 taking Sledgehammer's Cold War era Call of Duty and turning it into a Black Ops game during the pandemic. That was a difficult task alone, but they pulled it off along with 6 seasons of DLC, then going straight into Vanguard to do ranked and zombies for Sledgehammer with that game, and then right after that helping Infinity Ward do various tasks around different game modes, and especially doing the ranked for multiplayer, and they're now working on a ranked for Warzone 2 as well. So they've done quite a bit, and to go along with that, Charlie Intel then followed up to dispute this claim, saying that rumors of round-based zombies modes being in Call of Duty 2023 is false. No idea where the rumor started, but don't expect that this year. Now, we could be crazy and put on our tinfoil hats and say, well, Charlie Intel obviously knows something, right? I mean, it's Charlie Intel, and they didn't really specify that zombies isn't coming to COD 2023. They just said that round-based isn't coming. So who's to say they can't do some type of Outbreak, Onslaught, DMZ hybrid type of experience? Kind of like what Vanguard was going for at first, where Vanguard initially released with a round-based Outbreak hybrid, which wasn't really fleshed out. I think if they would have actually fleshed out that idea a little bit better with actual years of development, that could have been something special on a new type of zombies that could have resonated well with people. But obviously, for a number of reasons we're not going to go into, that mode wasn't received well, and they went back to round-based for the final 2 DLC updates in Vanguard Zombies. But with that in mind, right, if we're going to be seeing something zombies related, but it's not round-based, then what could it be? Well, something funny that you guys probably forgot about is that Ralph's Valve, who did put out a couple of accurate leaks for Modern Warfare 2, but then quickly fell off and started putting out a lot of inaccurate info, did tease that a 2023 Zombies project was in development. There were a lot of rumors about free-to-play zombies at some point, in which I went ahead and theorized that maybe, similar to Warzone, Outbreak would become the Warzone of zombies eventually and be something available free-to-play through the Warzone 2 app, not in the base Call of Duty game. So you'd have a new Black Ops game come out with campaign, multiplayer zombies, and whatever else, but then Outbreak would exist through Warzone, since it would probably reuse the Warzone map anyway. That was always my theory, but then there was a glitch and a leak during the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer beta where people out there did find the actual icons for round-based and Outbreak modes sitting alongside the multiplayer modes. And I'm like, wait a second, did that confirm Modern Warfare 2 zombies? Well, obviously we don't have zombies in this game, but zombies do exist in the Modern Warfare universe, since the new Modern Warfare reboot takes place in the Black Ops universe. So it could theoretically work eventually, but when would modes like this come out? Well, as you guys are probably well aware, according to Jason Schreier and other members of the press, Call of Duty 2023 was originally a paid expansion for Modern Warfare 2, so the game would have had 2 years of support, and maybe during that second year of support, which is now scrapped, and they've turned whatever that is into a new Call of Duty, that could have been an opportunity to release zombies, all the remastered multiplayer maps that got rumored, a new Warzone map, and who knows what else. But now that it's a full-fledged Call of Duty title coming from Sledgehammer, I do wonder which developers are leading which game modes, right? Is Sledgehammer working on the campaign while Infinity Ward does the multiplayer, since it's just more Modern Warfare 2 anyway on the same engine and technology? And then is Treyarch going to be doing the zombies? That's a big question, right? And like I've been saying over the last couple of months, with COD 2023 celebrating the 20-year anniversary of Call of Duty, it wouldn't make sense to do so without doing something zombies related, right? So that begs the question, right? Is the small team that's been working on ranked for multiplayer and Warzone inside of COD 2.0, is that the same team that could do something zombies related in the COD 2023 project, currently codenamed Jupiter, and then that somehow doesn't impact Black Ops 2024 whatsoever? whatsoever. I think if we end up getting a polished type of zombies mode this fall, people really wouldn't mind. I think if we get a zombies mode this fall that somehow affects the quality of Treyarch's new Black Ops game, then people will be upset. But I think all of us out there are beyond excited to see Treyarch get a full 3-year development cycle for a new Black Ops game, something they haven't had in a number of years. So let's hope they aren't interrupted by that, but I want to say there's hope that they won't be if they do have to work on a Jupiter Zombies experience, considering the fact that they've expanded their studio quite a bit. Although Sledgehammer probably has the most amount of employees, they've expanded quite a bit over the last few years. Treyarch has expanded quite a bit as well, and they've come out with another zombies-focused development team, and they also hired other people to work on Outbreak 2.0 and a new Warzone map. So I think with a big expansion to Treyarch, that could allow them to continuously help other studios out with their games. I know you're probably wondering, right, why do they have to help out with every other studio's games? Treyarch is king, right? We all know that. Call me a Black Ops fanboy in the comments, I don't care at this point. But with that, if they have to keep helping out other studios with their Call of Duties, then at least let's have a different division within Treyarch do that, so that the core team or the A team at the studio can fully focus on their new Black Ops game with no interruptions whatsoever. Now, I think for those of us out there wondering, what's the future of DMZ? Will it just get 1 year of support like Blackout did originally, and then that's gonna be it? Or will DMZ get multiple years of support? That's a big question mark right now, and I think whatever this Zombies project is in Jupiter could be the answer to that if the mode isn't round-based, but instead is more objective-based, but offers more substance to it, right? If it's objective-based, then they gotta find a better formula so that it's not repetitive, but if you incorporate PvP into that and some other elements, then that could spice up the gameplay in ways that we never saw in Outbreak 1 or Zombies ever before, and could take that Grief PvP experience to a whole other level that can give us a solid Zombies experience for the year. And then before we know it, Treyarch's new Black Ops game comes out with actual round-based. That would be fantastic, but also considering the 20-year anniversary of COD altogether, does that mean they'll celebrate by doing some Zombies remasters? That would be a good opportunity for that as well. Maybe we don't get any new round-based maps with COD 2023. We get this Outbreak Onslaught type of mode instead with objectives, but maybe there are some round-based maps released that are just remakes of older maps, or you never know, they could save that idea and all those remakes for 2025, right? The rumored second year of support that the new Black Ops game is going to get. That could be a chance where you see a faithful Black Ops 2 remaster or an actual Zombies Chronicles 2. We'll have to wait and see how they handle that, because there's also the slim chance that for the 20-year anniversary of COD, they release a bunch of cosmetics into the shop like we saw for the Warzone 3-year anniversary, and they don't do anything besides that. You never know what they want to do here. But speaking of Modern Warfare Zombies, you guys probably won't believe this, but something crazy did get discovered the other day, and I'll credit Mr. Dog JD's video down below in this video's description. I just watched it a couple of minutes ago. So apparently somebody by the name of Vlad and Fed reached out to Dalek over on Facebook with a crazy Easter egg they found in the remastered Modern Warfare 2 campaign through the mission called Gulag. So upon doing a couple of steps, again, I'll leave the guide down below, you can actually see a zombie roaming around on a CCTV, confirming the existence, or what could be just a simple reference to zombies in the OG Modern Warfare universe. Now, the older Modern Warfare games always threw out little references to the Black Ops series, but Black Ops and Modern Warfare were never canon with one another. The Black Ops series has not gotten rebooted. If anything, a somewhat small reboot with Cold War, how it kind of just slid into the events in between Black Ops 1 and 2, but the canon essentially remains the same. Nothing really got retconned all that much, and Zombies kept that canon going too through Cold War storyline, as you guys saw. But the Modern Warfare reboot does take place in the OG Black Ops universe now, which is cool. So that means, yeah, Zombies could exist, and we could see Task Force 141 fighting the undead one day, which we technically got to see a bit through the Outbreak of Verdansk. But how cool is it to see a Zombies being referenced in the OG Modern Warfare timeline? I mean, leave all your thoughts down below on this, but something else you've probably seen a little bit of discussion of over on Twitter is the recent solve of a couple of ciphers over in Black Ops 3. Now, obviously, it would have been cool to solve some of these ciphers years ago when the actual ciphers were relevant, because they're obviously teasing events that were going to be happening in future Black Ops 3 DLC maps, but it's still cool to look back on these ciphers many years later to see that the seeds were planted all that time ago, setting up what was going to be the eventual end of the Aether storyline. So with that, always cool to see. Happy for the Zombies community to have something to talk about, right? There's some material to discuss that is Zombies related while we're in this bit of a drought right now for the mode, but a much needed drought, right? You know, give Zombies a break for at least a year or two so that when Zombies does come back, it comes back swinging with multiple years development put into it and can shape the future of Zombies as we know it in ways that we just didn't expect. But the last thing I'll say is, as I've covered in a recent video, the last 3 Call of Duties did finally release over on Steam: Modern Warfare 19, Cold War, and Vanguard. Those games obviously have crossplay, so it makes sense to release those games on on Steam since there's still a healthy player base you can play the game with. Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered are the only titles not to release over on Steam, and obviously Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, single player only, doesn't really matter, but would be cool to see eventually. But I know that was part of a PlayStation exclusive deal. Maybe that messed up how it could also release on PC. But Black Ops 4 doesn't offer crossplay, so it wouldn't really make sense to release that on Steam right now, because what would the player base look like for that game? Probably not very big, so it'll likely be unplayable if they did that. But with that though, Cold War is in fact playable on the Steam Deck, for those that were wondering. Yes, you could take Cold War Zombies on the go if you have a Steam Deck, and that also opens up the door to what the future of Call of Duty is on Steam, right? With them slowly rolling out all Call of Duties again on all platforms, including Steam and Battle.net, does that mean that mod tool support could come to a future Black Ops game? Now, I did see some theories that, oh, Cold War could get mod support at some point. That's just not going to happen, considering that Call of Duty is now moving towards a unified engine system, which means that all devs use the same technology to build their games so that it allows for smoother Warzone integrations. With that, I don't see them going back to Cold War's engine, which is essentially Black Ops 3's, and working on mod support for a game that they shouldn't really focus on right now. They should put all their hands on deck for whatever this 2023 Jupiter project is, Black Ops 2024, whatever's going on there. But I certainly think the next Black Ops to have mod support is gonna be their new Black Ops game in a couple of years, and that's gonna be great. I think having a new Black Ops with mod support every like 8 or so years is healthy for the zombies community, right? Although Black Ops 3 is fantastic, I love that game personally. You're seeing some great gameplay in the background of this cool cyberpunk Cold War type of zombie map. We got to get a new Black Ops that offers mod support. There's so much more that could probably be done with mod tools, and I think Fortnite Creative 2 also has people thinking what the future of mod support could be for zombies. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the wild new updates for a potential return of zombies in Project Jupiter? How you feeling about the new Easter eggs that got solved and everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.